Here at Fellowship of Faith, we have a practice. We call it faith training. It's techniques and regiments and patterns to help you grow strong in your faith. Or should I say your fellowship of faith. In this next season, I want to invite all of you, whether you're here as someone new or have been with us since the beginning, I want to invite all of you this season to take place in a fellowship of faith. Because I'm convinced of this. As a church, it is time for us to come out of our shells. And I'm not referring to COVID. Now, to be sure, there are some of you here who have used COVID as a wonderful excuse to avoid human interaction. And under a banner of safety and obedience, you found your excuse to isolate yourself. Whether it's the middle of a raging pandemic or the healthiest of times, whether you're the most at-risk or least at-risk person alive, God has designed you for fellowship. But even if you're the most rabid anti-masker, who plunged himself or herself from the beginning in every social situation, burning your mask like they burn their bras or something like that, going, I will immerse in people, it's time to come out of your shell too, because many of you, despite plunging yourself in social situations, have kept yourself emotionally isolated. Now, I'm not speaking to all of you. I can't speak to all of you, but I see this as a trend in this church. Some of us hide from human interaction, and some of us just don't shut up. But through our many words, we keep people at bay from actual, vulnerable interaction. It's time to come out of our shells. It's time to be and practice fellowship in faith. And so here is our faith training for you. This season, now through Pentecost, that's basically Memorial Day. This season, now through then, here's what we want you to do. Engage with the Word of God and read a chapter a day. Some of you are on personalized fitness plans, spiritual fitness plans, do that. Some of you have your own devotional practice with it, continue to do that. Some of you are like, dude, I don't even know where to start. I would suggest the Gospels. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And furthermore, I'd suggest Mark, simply because it's the shortest. Start there and read a chapter a day. 5 days a week, you pick. Read a chapter 5 days a week. And maybe the same chapter all 5 days. That's fine too. And use it as a time for fellowship with God and yourself. But now here's step 2. Invite someone to share it with you. Interact with one other human being. Once a week, you connect, virtually or in person, for approximately 30 to 90 minutes. You can do it on the phone, you can do it over coffee, you can do it at your home, you can meet at the park. Ask us, we'll give you a key, you can do it here. Don't let anything get in your way. Interact with that human being about what you've been reading that past week, what you've been learning about Jesus that past week. You can go to our faith training website for example questions that you can ask. But I almost encourage you to do it your way. Because way too long, Christians in this culture and century have relied on the church to make fellowship happen for them. Give me a spread of groups. Give me a selection of classes. Give me opportunities, and I will stand back and see if they fit my whims, my time, my proclivities, and decide if I want to take a part. No, you can't depend on the church to do this for you. You've got to take the initiative. And I would ask this, make it someone outside your household, someone you don't live with. You can certainly do it as well with people you live with, but at least one other person outside your four walls that you call home. Call them, invite them, text them, ask them here today. Would you be willing to do this with me? Now through Memorial Day? And once a week connect. It could be the two of you, you can invite a third, and I don't care if you invite 20 in. Don't let these things get in the way. Some of you are even in groups now. Great, roll with it. That's your place. But for those of you who aren't, discover the ahava of God in an expression called fellowship of faith. If I can help you, email me. If you have questions, go to our website later on today. But take the initiative. And if I can close maybe with these simple words from Acts 2 today. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and prayer. Everyone was filled with awe. Many wonders, miraculous signs were done by the apostles. The believers were together, had everything in common, selling their possessions and goods. They gave to everyone as he had need. Every day they continued to meet in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God, enjoying the favor of all the people. The Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. Let me show you a highlighted version of this here today. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and fellowship. That's what we're asking you to do this season. They did it every day. And they did it both in a church, a temple, and in their homes with glad and sincere hearts. We're inviting you to do the same. Don't delay. Start today.